Oh, hello there. I'm Bilchan.
I'm Nimakung.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you. Chapter 4, Section 3 of A Tale of Two Cities, Book the First Recalled to Life.
As.
Ah.
A Tale of Two Cities, Book the First Recalled to Life. Charles Dickens. Chapter 4, Section 3. I presume. I cannot do better than address you as a young English lady. If you please. Miss Manette. I am a man of business. I have a business charge to acquit myself of. In your reception of it, don't heed me any more than if I was a speaking match angeli. I am not much as. I will, with your leave, relate to you that he seemed willfully to mistake the word she had repeated when he added, in a hurry, is customers. In the banking business, we usually call our connection our customers. He was a French gentleman, a scientific gentleman, while S of Beauvais, like Monsieur Manette, your father. The gentleman was of Beauvais, like Monsieur Manette, your father. The gentleman was of repute in Paris. I had the honour of knowing him there. Our relations were business relations, but confidential. I was at that time in our French house, and had been out. At that time, you may ask. At what time? I speak. That of 20 years ago. He married an English laddie, and I was one of the trustees. His affairs, like the affairs of many other French gentlemen and French families, were entirely in Tellson's hands. In a similar way I am, or I have been, trustee of one kind or other for scores of our customers. These are my business relations, but there is no friendship in them, no particular interest, nothing like sentiment. I have passed from one to another in the course of my business life, my business day. In short, I have no feelings. I am a mere machine. But this is my father's story. Was left an orphan through my mother surviving my father only 2 years. It was you who brought me to England. Mister. Or he took the hesitating little hand that confidingly advanced to take his, and he put it with some ceremony to his lips. He then conducted the young lady straightway to her chair again, and then, holding the chair back with his left hand, and using his right by turns to rub his chin, put his wig at the ears, or point what he said, still looking down into her face while she sat looking up into his. Miss Manette, it was I, and you will see how truly I spoke of myself just now, in saying I had no feelings, and that all the relations I hold with my fellow creatures are mere business relations. When you reflect that I have never seen you since. No. You have been the word of Tellson's house since. And I have been busy with all the business of Tellson's house since. Feelings. I have no time for them. No chance of them. I pass my whole life. But After this, a description of his daily routine of employment. Mr. Laurie flattened his flaxen wig upon his head with both hands, which was most unnecessary, for nothing could be flatter than its shining surface as before, and resumed his former attitude. So far, miss, as you have remarked, this is the story of your regretted father. Now comes the difference. If your father had not died when he didn't be frightened. She did. Indeed. Start. And she caught his wrist with both her hands. Pray, said Mr. Laurie, in a soothing tone, supplicatory fingers that clasped him in so violent a tremble. Pray control your agitation, a matter of business. Her look so discomposed him that he stopped, wondered, and began anew. As I was saying, if Monsieur Manette had not died, if he had suddenly and silently disappeared, if he had been spirited away, if it had not been difficult to guess to what dreadful place, though no ark could trace him, was Bow. Across the water there. For instance, oblivion of a prison for any length of time. If his wife had implored the king, the queen, the court, the clergy, for any tidings of him, of this unfortunate gentleman, I entreat you to tell me more. I will. I am going to. You speak collectedly. And you are collected. That's good. Though his manner was less satisfied than his words. A matter of business. Regard it as a matter of business that must be done. Now if this doctor's wife, though a lady of great courage and spirit, the little child was a daughter. A daughter. A matter of business, don't be distressed. But if the poor lady had suffered so intensely before her little child was born, heart of the agony she had known the pains of, by rearing her in the belief that her father was dead now. Don't kneel. For the truth. Oh dear. Out. Compassionate sir. A matter of business. You confuse me. And how can I transact business if I am confused? Let us be clear-headed. If you could kindly mention now, for instance, what 9 times 9 pence are, or how many shillings in 20 guineas. It would be so encouraging. Without directly answering to this appeal, she sat so still when he had very gently raised her, steadier than they had been, that she communicated some reassurance to Mr. Jarvis Lorry. That's right. That's right. Courage. To be continued.